Welcome back, writers. Yesterday we wrote our first fact in our All About book. So today we are ready to continue working in that book. Remember, we don't start a new book until our first book is done. So what I'm going to start by doing is reading over my title, All About School. That's right, I was writing about school. Then I'm going to read my first page to remind myself what I already wrote. We learn reading. We learn reading, and I drew some of my favorite books. I drew this picture to remind me that that was a reading. I like to read books about cats and turtles, so I did a cat and a turtle, and then I did a book with letters, because we read lots of books about letters in kindergarten. So I'm going to say my 3 facts across my fingers again to remind myself that when I turn my page, I'm ready to go. So we learn reading, we learn writing, we learn math. I did we learn reading, we learn writing was next. So I did a quick sketch and wrote, I can write words, numbers, and shapes. That was to remind myself that I was working on the we learn writing and different kinds of writing that we do. So I'm going to put my book up, and then writers, today I want you to think about leaving spaces between your words. So I'm going to zoom up on my book here. There we go, a little bit closer. So if I write all my words squished together, nobody's going to be able to read those words. Look at these posters. Listen to the sounds. Do you notice there's a space in between those words? Write the letters for the sounds. There are spaces between those words. That way the reader knows where the next word starts. If we take a look at this book, A Look in the Rainforest. Let me just open to a page. I see a snake. I, there's a space. See, there's another space. A, space, snake. If all those words were squished together, you would not know what that said. So writers, today your target is to leave spaces between your words. Let me show you a couple different ways to do that. One way is to use your finger as a spacer. So if I'm writing, we learn writing, I can write the word we. Now, before I write the word learn, I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to lay it down after the word we. And I'm going to start learn over here. We learn. So my finger works as a great spacer to make sure there is space between those words. Another thing that you can do is use something like a crayon as a spacer. So I have we learn. I need to write the word writing, but I need a space between learn and writing. So I could lay my crayon there. We learn writing. We learn writing. So writers, my finger left a space or a crayon left a space. So today when you work on page 2 of your book, tell your facts across your fingers, write your words, practice with that. See what's more comfortable for you. Is it more comfortable to use your finger as a spacer? Is it more comfortable to use a crayon or a pencil as a spacer? Whatever works for you, go with it. So you decide what is the most comfortable and what you would like to do to help you remember to leave your spaces. After you write your words, work on your picture. Make sure you save this book because tomorrow we're going to finish up page 3 and then we will be done with this book. So have a great time writing, and I will see you later, writers.